So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, polo fans around the world, to Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club, where we have the last place for the final up for grabs in the Century Financial UAE Polo Federation Cup. Century Financial, number one choice of investors today. UAE Polo versus Abu Dhabi. In the second semi-final, they're playing for a position in the final versus AM. I'm Tim Ward. I'm honored to be your commentator for the tournament, and we look forward to this one very much indeed. UAE have won their first two games convincingly. Abu Dhabi had a win and a loss in the qualification stages. They then went on to win the penalty shootout and earn them a spot in the semi-final. Finals, of course, are on Sunday. After this, we have the subsidiary semi-finals. So, for the UAE, the Titans of Dubai Polo, we have at number one, Her Royal Highness Sheikha Mehta. At two, Rishi Ben Sali. And at three, Juan Cruz Gallegos. And at the back, the man to beat, Luquin Monteverde. It's just an 11-gold team. Versus Abu Dhabi Polo, playing at one, Faris Al Yaboni. At two, we have Juan Ambrosio. At three, Bauti Bejo. And at the back, Ugo Barabucci. World-class umpires out there. Umpire Peter Wright and Howard Smith from England. And the third man today is Santiago Torreguetar. Also world-class. Okay, let's have a look at the top scorers in this tournament so far. Marcos Panello for Habtoor has scored 16 goals. Benka Okiza for AM has scored 15. Haiti Garros has scored 10. Javier Guerrero has scored 9. And Bauti Bejo has scored 8 goals. So do please follow us on social media. Polo Line OK. On Instagram, Polo Line Int. On Facebook and on YouTube, Polo Line TV, where you can watch the games live.
Half a goal for UAE.
So UAE being an 11-goal team, will start with half a goal. Let's have a look at some of the horses. Here we go anyway. The ball is in play. Luquin Monteverde is on a horse called Kajena. Abu Dhabi win the first line out. The man, the myth, the legend, Ugo Barabucci, the general, drives a beautiful pass up to the front, but Gallegos is there in defense for UAE, under a lot of pressure from Yaboni. And eventually, well, Luquin Monteverde comes to help Gallegos on Kajena, and a whistle blows in front of the goal with Abu Dhabi on the attack. But it was Abu Dhabi who fouled, so it will be a hit from the spot in favor of the UAE. Gallegos takes it. Keep an eye out for Luquin Monteverde. He's gone far left. There we go. There's the perfect pass. Look at that. Right to the stick. Inch perfect pass and a great run. Luquin's got a bit of space on the left. He'll wait now for some support before driving it up forward, but his teammates hadn't got there in time. And it's picked up by General Barabucci. Turns it round very well indeed. Nicely done. He's on a horse called Machazo. Turned around beautifully for him then, put it up into the space on the halfway line. Gallego comes to challenge him. Back onto it now. Gallegos will get this one on the near side. Now he's hit that into the horse, and Bejo's picked up the loose ball. Bauti Bejo for the UAE. Takes it a couple of steps forward before hits a nice one right up into the 60-yard line. Gallegos again keeping the back door closed for the UAE. Faris Yaboni having to put the pressure on him. Faris gets the win there. Good play from him. He has had a cracking tournament, I must say. But Luquin Monteverde wins the exchange in the end and lofts that one up the front. See if Rishi Benzali can get on hold of it, but Barabucci's definitely got the better of him there and turns it around. Sneaks past Benzali. Turns on the gas on Machaso here. The gelding, the chestnut gelding. Barabucci up onto the 30. Heads in toward the goal. Stretching out. There's nothing Gallegos can do. Hugo Barabucci, the man, the myth, the legend. Still going strong. Puts it in. And gets into the lead. 1 goal to UAE's half. Good horses on that Machaso. The turn of pace, and then to be able to shut down and weave through to the defence there. So back to the middle. Half a goal in it. Now in favour of Abu Dhabi. Hugo Barabucci, the goal scorer, wins that throw-in. Richie Benzali is going to put the pressure on him, so he'll just take it a little bit further as Bauti comes in behind. Bauti's got a bit of space to hit that one nicely up over the top. This is great polo from UAE. Who's there to finish it? Oh, reaching out and getting the final touch was Juanchi Ambrosio. Beautiful polo again. We always talk about the team play, the teamwork that that Abu Dhabi use, and that was a marvelous example of great teamwork. Barabucci holding on to it, giving his team time. Bejo coming in behind, lofting that pass up, and Juanchi leaning out to tuck it in. Wonderful goal. 2 quick goals in the first half of the first chukka for Abu Dhabi means they lead now 2 goals to a half. However, we've seen UAE a couple of times just start a little bit slower and then they turn on the gas somewhere in the first or second chukka. So on to fresh horses, changing halfway through that first one. Barabucci is now on Emilia. Luquin Monteverde on a horse called Maserati. Sheikh Ametha has hopped on Alain. So umpire Pete Wright throws it in and it's stopped at the 2s or 3s in the middle there. Oh, and Rishi Benzali's picked it up. Offside, near side. Good play for him, but he's shown it on Luki. He's picked it up now. Taps it a couple of times in the air, and Benzali picks it up off him. Plays a tail backhand. Nice play from Rishi Benzali. No one was there to pick it up, so Bejo turns it around for the UAE. Bauti Bejo. Nice little pass to Barabucci. Barabucci takes it a few more yards down the field. Has a look behind. He's being hunted down by Gallegos, so he turns on the gas here on Emilia and gets past his man. Luquin Monteverde has got in his way, and the whistle blows. Whether it was whether Luki had the line and Barabucci came in, or Barabucci had the line and Luki came in, we're going to find out. Well, the umpires say that Luquin Monteverde was quick enough to claim that line. Barabucci had to cross over to the near side. So UAE with a great attack, looking very, very strong in this first chukka. Sorry, Abu Dhabi looking strong. Anyway, UAE with a hit from the back. Just about. Plays that one out to the left for Luquin. Stops up on Maserati and cuts into the middle of the field. Leaves it behind. Ambrosio doesn't do much with it. Bejo comes round to support him. And behind him now is the general if he needs. Leaves it there for the general. He'll smack it. Oh, no, he'll just take it a little bit further toward the goal. And another tap on Emilia. Ugo Barabucci, slow swing, doesn't get the shot he wanted. Gallegos doesn't get the backhand clear, but Luquin Monteverde pounces on it and unleashes Maserati. He's turned on the gas now. Let's see how she can go. He's up in fifth gear. Luquin Monteverde and Maserati all up at the front. The bouncing ball, his stick goes underneath it, and shutting down onto it is Ambrosio. Ambrosio brings it a little bit further as Monteverde comes in to go for the steal. Manages to stop him, but Bejo's all alone at the back. He'll take one more tap forward. Bauti Bejo. Leaves it there for Ambrosio. Rolls his wrist back to Bejo. That's a beautiful play again by these two players. Bejo takes one shot toward the goal with a half swing. Wow. Well, you've got to say Abu Dhabi have come out on fire, playing beautiful polo. They don't look rushed. They're taking their time. They're making perfect passes. And it's working for them at the moment. Two very different constellations of teams, of course, with the UAE quite heavily loaded with Luquin Monteverde on 7, Juan Gallegos on 4, and then they've got the two amateurs. Abu Dhabi with the 3 professionals, including Ugo Barabucci. Barabucci, of course. Oh, here's Sheikha Mather up at the front. Nice pass to her, and she's picked it up beautifully. You can't give Sheikha Mather room at the front there. She'll put it through. Great goal for Sheikha Mather, perfectly positioned. It was a great pass and a great finish. Riding Alain does the job for UAE and gets them up to 1.5. She had a great game the other day, scoring 2 or 3 goals up at the front there. Very consistent. When she gets the ball up at the front, she's one of the most consistent players. And you'd bet your money on her scoring the goal. Here we go. The ball goes in and out. Oh, and Rishi's left it there, and Yaboni's pounces onto it. Bejo now gets the ride off and the near side to the goal. Bejo now. Rishi Bensali's gone his offside. Bejo manages to bring it in on the near side. Who's the next man there? It's Gallegos with the backhand. Can't be long left. 20 seconds left to go of the chukker as Luquin Monteverde gets past the man. Oh, he goes for the big pass up to Sheikha Mather, but it doesn't reach. And Monteverde has to come back here. He's back onto it again, Monteverde. Sheikha Mather's still up at the front, but Faris is waiting for her. That's the second Uta, ladies and gentlemen. What a first chukker. 3 goals for Abu Dhabi early on. UAE Polo caught sleeping a little bit, but they woke up toward the end of that chukker and are now well back into it. First chukker ending with some beautiful polo. One of the best chukkers of polo we've seen, perhaps, this tournament. Abu Dhabi on 3, UAE Polo 1.5. Welcome back to the semi-final of the UAE Polo Federation Cup, powered by Century Financial, #1 choice of UAE investors. And they're putting on a great event for us, Century Financial, in the final on Sunday. This game so far, after Chukka 1, has been a cracker. Some of the best polo we've seen, especially from Abu Dhabi. The teamwork is remarkable. Anyway, Luquin Monteverde, he's the one to watch. He's the one they're going to have to shut down. Here he comes. He's coming away with it, riding a lovely chestnut horse. Bauti Bejo's left it there for Gajego. Clever little play by the two of them. Luquin then comes back in and tries to keep Gajego at bay. Now he goes forward for the pass. Oh, Gajego doesn't quite get the pass. Bejo might hop onto this. No, Gajego's turned on the gas and come back onto it. Riding through the pack now is Juan Cruz Gallego. Bejo eventually comes back and gives him a near side backhand, but the whistle blows on that play. So Abu Dhabi will have a hit. And Barabucci takes it, bringing it up forward there for Bejo. Bejo, he works so hard on the polo field, that guy. Stops on the ball there with Ambrosio, the 5-goaler, behind him. Ambrosio is replacing Tommy Delfino today, as Tommy's got an injured hand. That was a good pass up to Bejo. Bejo, first time, may have just put a little bit too much on the approach shot. Faris was there. That was, again, wonderful polo. Right from the 4 to the 3 to the 2 to the 1, but just the approach shot goes over the line to the side. So Gallegos takes it quite quickly out to the left to Monteverde. Monteverde beats one man. Ambrosio then brings it into the middle, but he's lost it there, and Ambrosio's picked it up, and now he's attacking the goal. Bejo takes one shot. It's high. It's out to the right, though. We've had some great games here. We're down to the last 3 teams in the main event. We've got the AM Polo already in the final of the Century Financial UAE Polo Federation Cup. The winner of this game will go on to play against them. Luquin Monteverde breaks away here. They've got to watch out for this. Up at the front, Sheikha Meita makes her run. Gallegos waits in behind. He uses some silky skills to try and get past Ambrosio. Doesn't manage to it. Ambrosio manages to steal the ball off the 7-goaler there. Now he's going himself here. Manages to get past Luquin and brings it up over the halfway line. Ambrosio playing well on this gelding, but takes it up forward, up to the left. Has a look to cut it into the middle. It's a great shot. Ambrosio with a solo effort pulled it to the right-hand side. Wow, UAE and Abu Dhabi are having a great battle today. Wonderful polo from both teams. And the field is looking great as well. So Gallegos holds on to it a bit longer. Waits till Luquin is free. Luquin out to the right this time. Ambrosio putting the pressure on. Luquin dragging it into the field, looking for some space. Ambrosio will have to clear the road there and letting Luquin drive it up into the middle, right into the center of the field. Riding onto it is Rishi Bensali. He's just been improving every single game for the UAE. But he's given that one away to Barabucci. Barabucci doesn't waste any time in turning that defense into attack. Faris Yaboni's turned on the gas on his horse. Faris now up at the front. Half swing, puts it out to the right. It's bouncing a little bit. He takes the full swing, chops it a little bit. But wow, they're just peppering the goal mouth at the moment, Abu Dhabi. UAE unable to get the ball away so far. They got that one goal early on, or halfway through the first chukka, with a great pass up to Sheikh Hameta, who finishes it off on Alain. And since then, Abu Dhabi have had much of the possession and the territory, but the scores remain 3 goals to 1.5. Do download our app, Polo Line TV, and you can watch all the games, the replays, the highlights and the interviews on there, and all our games of the UAE Polo Federation, powered by Century Financial. #1 choice of UAE investors are up there as well. So we're coming back now, ready for the second half of the first chukka. And keep an eye out for this little horse we've been following of Luquin Monteverde. He's hopped on a little one called Gato. Okay, so the players are coming back onto the field now. Second half of the second. Ugo Barabucci is on Aloha. Bauti Bejo on a horse called Lion. But watch out for Luki's little Gato. Small little horse with a big heart. Here he comes, Gato. Keep an eye out for him, running down the guts of the field. Here he comes. He's found some space already. Look at that little horse go. Are they going to catch him? He's only tiny, but the speed on that horse. Gato puts it up into the middle. Ambrosio's coming on to put the defense. Gato and Lukin gets a touch. It's right in front of the goal. But the next man is Barabucci. Probably got the highest polo IQ of the tournament. Ex-7-goal player. He's still got the 7-goal mind. Very experienced player. Gato is back on it again. This horse just changes the game every time he comes on. That time, Luki decides to drive it toward the goal. It's out to the right, but it's going to stay in, I think. And Barabucci's got some pressure here. Look how Bejo blocks for him. Let's Barabucci turn it. Oh, Luki and Gato just turning up out of nowhere there. Picking up the ball, and he gets the foul. That horse is making a difference. Cute little horse. Kind of a dun colour with a stripe, buckskin colour with a stripe down his back. And just the acceleration and the handiness and the top speed as well really can change the game. So he's got his team a penalty. Penalty 4, a 60-yard penalty for the UAE. They've come out this second half of the second chukka, all guns blazing. A lot of it has had to do with that little horse, Gato. Walking up to the 60 and just hitting it through like it's a walk in the park. Luquin Monteverde puts that one through. 60-yard penalty, perfectly struck from the walk. Gets his team back within half a goal. 3 goals to Abu Dhabi, 2.5 to the UAE. In it goes. Stops at the ones. Bejo, though, picks it up for Abu Dhabi. Rolls his wrist, takes it on himself a little bit further, and another one up into the 60. Riding hard onto this. They've got to be careful not to get in his way. He works so hard. He's like a terrier in there, coming through the pack. But they do just enough, the UAE team, to push him out to the right-hand side. So they'll start with a hit from the back line. Gallegos is bound to take it. Watch out for Gatto. Here he comes, running out to the right. That pass is coming through. Again, Gatto and Lukin has found the gaps. Checking up onto it on the boards there. Making a pass forward for Gallegos, but a little bit too big. Barabucci gets there, doesn't get his backhand away, and Gallegos does get the ball in the end. He's going to attack the goal himself here. Head down, leaves it behind. Bejos doesn't get it. Picked up in the air was Lukin, but not managing to do. Oh, and he's managed to stop back on the ball, but he may have turned around in the process. So with Abu Dhabi had turned that, and we're back on the attack. The umpires will discuss it, but so the umpires pick this up, and they'll head over to the next penalty spot, and Abu Dhabi will have a hit. So, from the halfway line, Ugo Barabucci. Oh, that one's gone along the floor. Not too hard either. Lukin doesn't get the meat. Bejrub does pick it up, though, for Abu Dhabi. Heads toward the goal on Lion. Gets stopped. It's getting a little bit scrappy, but coming through with the ball is Abu Dhabi. There in defence, so was Gallegos. He's doing a good job keeping the back door closed for the UAE. We've got 30 seconds left of the second chukker. Bit of a melee in front of the goal here. Abu Dhabi pushing hard, not managing to get it through. And there's a couple of black shirts coming through. The first one to get it is Gallegos. He's lost it, though, to Ambrosio. And Abu Dhabi not giving up. Oh, that was a quick shot from Ambrosio up toward the goal. Saved by Lukin Monteverde with an open backhand. Gallegos picks it up with 1 second to go. That will end the first half of the second semi-final of the Century Financial UAE Polo Federation Cup, with just half a goal in it and some fantastic polo being played. UAE Polo creeping back. Abu Dhabi are on 3, UAE Polo on 2.5. Battling for a place in the final of the UAE Polo Federation Cup, powered by Century Financial, #1 choice of UAE investors. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
Just like weather, markets are unpredictable. Be ready to take on all market conditions. Century Financial. You are independent, but never alone. Investment opportunities in every direction. Trained eyes will help spot the right ones. Century Financial. You are independent, but never alone.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Century Financial UAE Polo Federation Cup. Century Financial, number one choice of UAE investors. We have got a game on our hands here with Abu Dhabi playing some fantastic team polo. They scored 3 goals in the first, and they finished the first chukka 3 goals to 1.5. The second chukka, Abu Dhabi couldn't get it through the posts, and just the 1 goal from UAE means the goals stand at the moment at 3 goals to 2.5 for Abu Dhabi. So looking, Monteverde is on a horse called River. Sheikha Mehta is on Simpatico. So in it goes and straight out, and it is River. We're looking. It looks fast, that one. Spins around too, look at that. But Bejo's got it. Goes left, then right, then looks for the space. Rolls it around into the middle. On the near side is Rishi, but he's lost it to Ambrosio. Ambrosio heading to the goal. Rishi came back in to make the play. And he was a bit overzealous, I think, to redeem himself. He's given away a penalty. So, penalty taken by Bauti Bejo, 30-yard penalty, and he's hooked it right up over the top. Which is just what they needed. UAE were starting to come back. Oh, but UAE are going to answer this. Gallego flicks it straight out of the line-out. Breaks away from everybody. They're not going to catch him. Juan Gallego's put that one. Oh, he's done a little bit too much. It was an approach shot. I think that half swing, but he just caught it so sweetly. It goes a little bit too far out to the left. So Ugo Barabucci brings it in. He's on dance. This little black horse, he's lost it there, though. Rishi Bensali's coming back on the attack, but Bejo in defense gets a nice backhand to Ambrosio for Abu Dhabi. That's a good play as well, hitting it under the neck to those guys. Great vision, but Gallego was there first. Ambrosio turns it for Abu Dhabi. Lukin is with him, so he wants to get rid of it. That would be a good idea. Keep it as far away from that guy as you can. Gallegos So strong in the back there. Collects that one, waits for his captain, and gives it to Lukeen. Lukeen puts it back up to the middle. Sheikha Meta's got away from a man, and she's picked up nicely that line. And she takes a shot there, but just gets the deflection. Bejo is there to pick it up and take it to the left. Right out in the corner now. Abu Dhabi are on the back foot. Keen to get rid of this with Dance and Ugo, but he's put that right up in the air and out to the right, so it'll be a good chance here for the UAE. Umpire drops the ball within 8 seconds of it going out, and then they can play. Here we go. Lukeen, he's cantering around, taking a practice swing, suggesting he might have a go from this. He can't tee it up. Nevertheless, he's having a pop. Shoots. And just out to the right. So Bejo from the back line. One tap to the middle. Rishi Bentali comes to mark him. It's a lovely drive from Bejo right up to the halfway line. And Ambrosio slipped his man and found space. Coming in defense now is Juan Cruz Gallegos. He'll be keen to shut down Ambrosio as soon as he can, but Ambrosio puts on the brakes and tucks in behind him. Brings it up onto the 60-yard line now. Ambrosio got Sheikha Meta behind, claiming the line, but he takes a shot toward the goal, and Bejo can't quite keep it in, but a good counter-attack there from Abu Dhabi. It's end-to-end polo here. The horses have been running. They're going to change horse now halfway through the third chukka. So there is a competition. You can go online to Century Financial and pick your winner. Give yourself a chance to win some good prizes. And word on the street is most people have been picking the UAE. But they're going to have to get past Abu Dhabi. At the moment, they trail 4 goals to 2.5. Abu Dhabi, of course, based over in Gantut. These are the two of the biggest organizations in the country. Okay, so ready for the second half of the third in the semi-final of the UAE Polo Federation Cup, powered by Century Financial, #1 choice of UAE investors. Right then, from the back line is UAE Polo team. Gallegos. Keep an eye out for Monteverde. He'll be looking for him most probably. Brings it in a little bit further. Monteverde's weaving around in the middle. Riding a horse called Moretti, this dark horse. He's got away with it as well. Keeping a sharp eye on them is Barabucci. And Barabucci, that's a massive shot. Barabucci claims the line. It might not quite be straight enough. Massive shot. Great run and attack by the UAE. Monteverde getting away. Just pushing that approach shot out to the right. So Barabucci brings it in quite quickly. Keen to get going. Opens up and hits that one up over the top, but there's a couple of white and black shirts at the back. Gallegos doing a great job shutting that back door. Picks up the ball and then gives it to his captain, Luquin on Moretti. Luquin, a bit of show and go. Runs around the outside of the first man. Bejo's still on him though. Bejo, the terrier, works so hard. Gets that hook. Gallegos cleans things up again. Collects it. And waits for Luquin to come through. Ambrosio coming in for the challenge. May have got into Luquin's way. And he does indeed, so they've moved this up to a 40-yard penalty for UAE. Chance to get back within half a goal. Luquin Monteverde, the man to take it on Moretti. Hooks that one to the left. A rare mistake. Luki is saying the man came out too early. The umpire says not so. So we'll start with a hit. And UAE are still trailing by 1.5. Abu Dhabi keen to get rid of it pretty quick. But Monteverde and Moretti pick it up. That backhand doesn't get away. And jumping onto it is Ambrosio. Ambrosio now, there's a couple of white shirts up ahead of him, but he doesn't want to play the full swing unless Gallego might get the hook, so he runs himself, puts on the gas, head down, half swings all the way. He's kept it straight, but eventually Gallegos flicks that away with the tail backhand, but read it well was the general. He's put it into the middle. Gallego comes in for the meet, gets a touch onto it and pushes it out to the right. Things aren't quite working out for UAE at the moment. So Abu Dhabi have a chance from the spot to extend the lead. Well, from 60 yards out. Safety 60 to corner. Bauti Bejo to take the 60. Well, I think he's hit it well. He has done. Lovely strike and an important one. Edging them. Edging closer to the final, the Century Financial UAE Polo Federation Cup. At the moment, Abu Dhabi are looking good. We've still got over a chukka left. UAE, we know what they can do. Abu Dhabi have won the line out with Ambrosio, though. And he's got space to bring it a bit further, then hit it up past Monteverde. Bejo, keep an eye out for Bejo, the terrier in the middle. We reached around to take that one around the side of Ben Sali, who may have just found himself in the wrong place. Could have been a 2-on-1 there. And it's ended up with a penalty for Abu Dhabi right at the end of chukka number 3. And Bejo to take it. Slow swing, gets underneath it nicely, puts it through. He's hitting the penalties beautifully, and that's an important one. They've stretched their lead at the end of the third. It's going to be an exciting last chukka. UAE with a lot of work to do. Chukka number 3 is over in the semi-final of the UAE Polo Federation Cup, powered by Century Financial, number 1 choice of UAE investors. Abu Dhabi are leading now, 6 goals to UAE Polo's 2.5. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We're in for an exciting last chukka. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. First time, up to the front, up to Ali Maktoum. This is great polo from AM. Alia, Al Maktoum does a good approach shot. Coming in on that grey, Aspanagua broken away from everybody. And that's a beautifully well-worked goal.
Make sense of market noise. Tune in to right market opportunities. Century Financial. You are independent, but never alone.
Welcome back to the Century Financial UAE Polo Federation Cup. We've got the last chukka of the last semi-final coming right up now, and Abu Dhabi are leading 6 goals to 2.5. Three goals in the last chukka for Abu Dhabi. UAE unable to answer them. So, what horses have they got? Well, just going in for that play was Ben Sali on the near side, but he wasn't allowed to do that. They've got it. They've earned themselves another penalty. Abu Dhabi. And this one will be a 60-yarder. Balti Bejo with the green helmet. Tees it up. This one's gone along the ground, and it's not straight enough either, so that goes out to the right-hand side. So UAE are still in this game. But they need 4 goals in 6.5 minutes. Gallegos brings it in. Lukin is waiting for it, slightly to the right. Picks that up, fakes the backhand, goes right, then left, then right, then brings it away. Oh, he's found space here past Ambrosio. That was beautiful skills, but he showed too much of the ball to Bejo, who gets the steal and turns it, riding a horse called Matilda here. Bejo then takes a shot up toward the goal. The back door of Gallegos is there. Under pressure here with the backhand. Gets the backhand. The ball may have split there in half. I think the ball split in half on that backhand, which is quite bad luck for UAE. in front of the goal. So we'll have a throw in there, I think, with neither team in possession of the ball when it's split. With UAE defending their goal mouth right in front. It's very important they don't concede another one. Abu Dhabi can see the light at the end of the tunnel. They're getting closer to that Century Financial UAE Polo Federation Cup final. Bejo leaves it for Ambrosio. Ambrosio has it stolen by Luki, but he doesn't get away on that horse. Doozy. Gallegos does get away. Stretches out now ahead of everyone. Half swing, pulls it out to the right. Gets another tap on, just enough. Ambrosio's working like mad to get back to him. Does get back to him as well. And manages to turn it around. Ambrosio holding on to it a little bit further. He's got Hugo behind him. Up at the front is Bejo. That might just find Bejo. Oh, the ball bounced 2 meters in the air. And Luquin Monteverde turns it around. Luquin now on Doozy. Hits that one nicely up to the front. And Ben Sali's there. He's going to go for this near side. Oh, a good effort from Ben Sali. Not managing to get some wood on it. And the ball goes over the back with 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go. And UAE needing 4 goals. After this game, we take a small break and we'll start the second semi-final of the subsidiary semi-final. The winner of this gets a chance to play AM in the big final on Sunday. Luquin Monteverde turning that round nicely on Doozy. Now heading up toward the goal. Fakes the big shot and then gets it on the second one, but pushes it out to the right and it goes over the back. The clock will keep ticking while Abu Dhabi take the hit in. The general, Ugo Barabucci, brings it in before hitting a shot up to Ambrosio. Ambrosio, first time, that's nice polo, up to Faris. Faris, first time, hits it up forward. Trying to run round the outside of Sheikha Mehta, turns on the gas and gets a good shot too. A lot of angle, and look who's there to pick it up. All on his own is Bauti Bejo Matilda. He cuts a shot through and puts it through. Another world-class team goal from Abu Dhabi. Absolutely spectacular, the way they find each other. All 4 players there. Barabucci took the hit in. Ambrosio sent it up first time to Yaboni. Yaboni put it into the middle from Bejo, and Bejo finished it off. All 4 of them there playing their part in that very important goal. In fact, it could be the match winner. 7 goals to 2.5. Abu Dhabi lead. As they go and change horse for the very last time, Abu Dhabi now with quite a commanding lead going into the last just under 3 minutes. They just have to play sensibly and hold on to that victory to get them through to the final of the Century Financial UAE Polo Federation Cup. Century Financial, #1 choice of UAE investors, kindly sponsored this tournament. So, 2 minutes 50 seconds left. And Abu Dhabi looking very strong indeed. They just have to play sensibly now to hold on. UAE will not give up. Still possible. Anything can happen in this game of polo. Gallegos, there you go, he's hit that one right up to Luquin Monteverde. He's on a little horse called Foxy who's stretched away from Bejo. Luquin on the near side, straight away. UAE get away and take a shot to the goal, but it's just not happening for the UAE today. It's just a matter of millimeters, this game. Sometimes they go for you, sometimes not, and today it's just not going UAE's way. Abu Dhabi playing that beautiful team polo that we know and love them for. That one doesn't find the man. Luki fakes the backhand, takes it forwards. Tap tap, looking for it to get it up in the air as he brings it into the middle. Luki Monteverde still putting on the attack for the UAE. Doesn't get through the pack, and the backhand is open. Luki Monteverde on Foxy though is back onto it quickly. Loses it to Barabucci. Barabucci can't hold on to it though. He's come back around onto the ball, Barabucci. Brings it back across to the right of the field. Doesn't mind wasting a bit of time, but he's lost it there. Ambrosio on this beautiful white horse has come and picked it up for him. His backhand doesn't find the man. Luki and Foxy were there waiting for it. He'll take a long range shot. Doesn't get hold of it. And Barabucci brings it up and takes it out to the side. Puts one up forward to Yaboni. Yaboni up at the front, has another go, puts on the gas now. Yaboni's got time here to score the winner. This will be the last nail in the coffin if he gets it. It's going to be tricky under the neck. Doesn't manage to get the under the neck. With 44 seconds left, UAE have the ball. Hit that one up to Gallegos. He'll go first time up to Ben Sali. Ben Sali has got 30 seconds. What can you do, Richie? Let's see a goal, mate, as he comes down the ground to try and get one more. Richie Ben Sali's got a chance here to score his first goal in the 12 goal. Out to the right hand side, Ben Sali puts it in, and that's a nice little finish of the game for UAE. It wasn't really going their way for much of the game. The horses of Abu Dhabi were outstanding, but it's the teamwork that got them through to the final. We'll hear the hooter right now. Abu Dhabi are through to the final of the Century Financial UAE Polo Federation Cup 2025. Century Financial, number one choice of UAE investors. They got through on the penalties, through to the semi-final, and then they put on a performance. They pulled down all the stops for us, Abu Dhabi, and come out with the win. The first chukker, Abu Dhabi, they claimed the lead early on, finishing the first chukker 3 goals to 1.5. They held on to that win throughout. UAE Polo looked like bringing it back in the second. They got within half a goal, but then the third chukker, Abu Dhabi scored 3 unanswered goals, and then another one in the last gives them a win of 7 goals to 3.5 in the end. For Abu Dhabi. So we'll go on to play the second subsidiary semis in half an hour. Well, perhaps it was horsepower, perhaps it was just a great day for Abu Dhabi and not UAE's day, but Abu Dhabi came came out fighting and played beautiful polo. That was Sheikha Meta's goal early on, the first goal for UAE. They needed to do that more often, actually. Lisha, she's waiting up at the front, but they just weren't finding the passes like they have been in the last couple of games. Bejo, that was one of the goals of the tournament that was worked all the way from the hit-in on the other side. Used all four players passing to each other and then getting the goal. And that's really where they're strongest. Abu Dhabi, with their teamwork, using all four players. They're now going to take on AM Polo in the final. And that's going to be an exciting one. Those two teams looking very, very strong throughout. We'll have a look at the stats here. Field goals, UAE scored 2 and Abu Dhabi scored 4 field goals. Throw-ins were very even. UAE winning 6 throw-ins and Abu Dhabi winning 7. UAE, not many fouls from either team really. UAE fouled 6 times and Abu Dhabi fouled 4. 1 from 2 penalties went in from the UAE, 2 from 3 for Abu Dhabi, and they got that 60-yard corner as well. Bauti Bejo doing well from the penalty spot. So Abu Dhabi through to the final of the Century Financial UAE Polo Federation Cup. They're going to take AM, who have looked very strong and very well mounted throughout. That's an exciting one. Anyway, we're going to go through now to the second subsidiary final, which is Bin Dry versus Bangash. Do hang on for that. It's been a pleasure to commentate for you guys today. We'll look forward